Hetepu, brothers and sisters. Hetepu, kings and queens. Amor, my highest self greets your highest self. How are we doing today? How are we doing this Tuesday? How has your week begun? How has your week begun? My week is going fine. My week is going well. Always remaining marvelous and blissful, regardless of what the external world has going on. Inside is always peace and bliss. Yeah. As we hit Happy New Year, everyone, Happy New Year. Today is the spring equinox. This is the new year. Then life begins again. Things starts to bloom. Things are awakening. So Happy New Year. Take the time tomorrow, to do some intentional work about how you want this to go. I myself did some rituals last night, the last few days, some clearing and refining and some code cording and calling back my energy to make way for what's aligned in my path, to prepare for me for my spring equinox rituals. So I've been sitting here for the last few minutes to figure out which of these messages that's been coming in over the last couple of weeks to share with you all. And pretty loudly, this one came through. I was speaking with a friend of mine a few weeks ago. A friend of mine, probably known about a year now, maybe going on a year. Been working with her for a little over a year. She came to me for some work. Beautiful sessions, beautiful realizations, transforming things over this past year. And I've seen her growth. I've seen her blossom. I've seen her evolve. I've seen her walk into her own thing. And one day, like 2 weeks ago, I was speaking to her about something she accomplished at her job. And I, was giving her kudos, like great work, I've seen the work be done. And she tried to downplay it. She tried to downplay it in the guise of being humble. So I told her, fuck being humble. Own your shit. Acknowledge your growth. Acknowledge your work. Acknowledge your triumphs. Acknowledge you. Now, I know when people say we're being humble, it's supposed to be the opposite of being cocky or conceited. Not necessarily, right? So when I'm saying fuck being humble, I'm also saying be graceful as well. Be grateful as well. Be grateful for your own power. Be grateful for how far you've come, for your own triumphs. Be grateful for your strength. Be grateful for your capacity and ability to maneuver and flow through whatever the thing was, whether it was learning something, whether it was a life lesson or a life hospital moment and some healing got done and you got the realization and you were able to take the knowledge of the experience. You was able to take the knowledge of your studying and be able to apply it for it to be an understanding wisdom that you now have with you every day, that it becomes with the being, right? So acknowledge your shit. Own all of you. Because when we do that, right, when we downplay the things that we have accomplished, when we downplay the work we have done, when we downplay what we have maneuvered through, just think about it. You hear you talking to you. So your God self, your goddess self, your inner child, all those people that has pushed you forward, that's propelled you and helped you elevate, all those yous in you, hear you say, it was nothing. What? It was nothing. We sat at altars, we meditated, we did mantras, we prayed, we did rituals, we cried, we yelled, we laughed, we danced, and all you're going to say about the work that we did was, How disrespectful it is to you. How disrespectful that is to you. Own you. Own your accomplishment. Don't diminish you. Don't ignore the things you have done, because when we acknowledge us, then we have a knowing about us. So as we continue on in this life and continue on having experiences, and we're faced with something, with an unknown, what you do have is you, because you are the constant. In every uncertainty, in every unknown, you are always the constant. But if you keep denying or keep diminishing the growth of you, keep diminishing the elevation of you, that makes the unknown scary. That makes the uncertainty scary to where you want to hesitate in moving. So fuck being humble. Toot your own horn. Toot it. It has nothing to do with being conceited. It's not about you being better than anyone else. You're not being better than any other system. It's not that you know more. It's not that you has gotten to this certain level that somebody hasn't gotten. It has nothing to do with anything outside of you. It is all inside. This is all you. You are better for you and not no one else. The more we accept this and acknowledge this is how we begin to dissolve these things, dissolve that separateness in it. So fuck being humble. Live out loud. Live out loud. Like, yeah. I tell my kids all the time when they accomplish something, and they was like, yeah, I'm trying. No. Own that. I think I told a story about my oldest son a couple of years ago, where he fasted. He had a goal to fast for 7 days. He was just doing liquid fast. And he called me and told me that he did 4 days. And he was like, Dad, it wasn't that bad. I did 4 days fasting. And then he started to minimize him doing 4 days of fasting. Mind you, he's never done fasting before. He watched me do it. He's seen me fast for 7 days, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I've done 14 days of dry fasting. So he's seen me do it and was aware that it was possible. So he tried it. But when he didn't make the 7 days, he started trying to diminish his accomplishment. I'm like, no, own that, dog. I said, I know many people at my age who are at this point in life still are incapable of doing 4 days of just liquids. And you at 27 at the time, you have done that. Own it. You own that to help you, to encourage you to do more things. So own all that stuff. Yes. Fuck it. Don't toot your own horn. Play your own symphony. Fuck a horn. Be the cymbal, be the clarinet, be the drums, be the acoustic guitar, be the cello. Play your own symphony. Don't diminish or downplay what you have maneuvered through. Allow your authentic melody to come forward, to evolve, to change keys. Because it's needed. You are needed. You're specific. Without conditions, without restrictions, without judgments, without all the they says, who you are before you got your name is needed. Who you are before you were told, how you were told to be, who you were told to be is needed. And the more we are able to acknowledge the things and how we've grown, the more our authentic melody can play. And we can have this nice, beautiful harmony playing against the world, right? Or at least your world. So own it. Don't be humble. Don't allow you to diminish you. Just imagine, what if your child came to you? What if your child came to you expressing how they passed the test, a subject they were struggling in, they was having trouble. So they studied hard, they wrote notes, they studied day and night, and before they were always stumble in that subject, fail a test or get a D or something, and they finally put the work in, understood the lessons, understood the assignment, got the formulas, and applied what they have learned and got an A. And they came back to you excited, and you said, I tried. I did what I could. Oh, it's nothing. Bullshit. It's something. So when you do that to yourself, when you downplay your shit, when you're trying to be humble, that's diminished stuff. I think y'all know the difference. You tell that inner child, you tell that purity in your life that you've just integrated back into you, that, that was nothing. Don't do that to you. Don't do that to us, because again, we need you. I need that authentic melody. I need to hear what your note plays. Crisp. We all do. So we can harmonize. Don't do that. So we all got to understand that you are a once in a lifetime event. And that makes you rare. That makes you precious. That makes you special. That makes you invaluable. An invaluable, vital gift to this entire planet. To your entire planet. Whomever's in your universe. An invaluable gift. So play your symphony. Own your shit. Own your power. Like, yes, I am who I am right now. I know what I'm 46. I'll be 47 in June. 47 in June. I know what I have maneuvered through. I know what I continue to maneuver through. I know how I respond to things now is vastly different than how I would respond to them 5 years ago, 10 years ago. For me to downplay myself, that would be a grave injustice. To myself first. And then to whomever I choose to share the love I have for me with. Because you're not getting it. You're not getting my melody. So don't do that to you. So acknowledge your growth. I don't care how small you want to say it is. I don't care how insignificant others may think it is. And again, fuck what others think, because that's their issue, not yours. Own all of yours. Own your growth. Own your fumbles. Own your stumblings. Own all your feedback. I don't think anything is failure. I've never had a failed relationship. I've had feedbacks. I've never had a failed partnership. I've never had a failed business. I've never had a failed class. I've never had a failed degree of study. It's all feedback. Right? So own your stuff. Own that place when you really get to a place and you have this understanding of the knowledge you have gained that you can turn to wisdom. Understand and own where you are now. Just like one of my favorite songs, you're stronger now than you've ever been. Because where you are now, where you've been, built you and got you to this point to be this strong. And if we sit here and take that that idea that it was that's a disservice. So, in this spring equinox, as this new season is coming and everything's starting to bloom, allow yourself to bloom fully. Be loud. Take up space. Be seen, be heard in whichever way is needed, in whatever moment is needed. So don't sit down and be humble. Stand up. Again, this humble is not about being cocky or conceited. It's about owning where you've come from and the work it took for you to be exactly where you are. And no matter where you are right now, you're exactly where you need to be. There's always things we're working on and evolving and ascending into. So don't ever think we're at a place of completion. But exactly where you are, no matter where you are, no matter what is going on, whether it be things that we desire and want more of, or whether it's things that we don't want more of and we making changes for that. But you're exactly where you would need to be. That's all. Fuck being humble. Own all of you. Every piece of you. That's it. That's the message for the day. Hey, boo babe. Yeah. That's right, Carrie. Can I give y'all an exercise to do? I'll give y'all an exercise to do. So, It's a centering exercise. One for us to acknowledge the interconnectedness of all things, in ourselves, in our partners, in our friendships, in nature. So, part one. I want you to get a mirror or stand in front of a mirror. And stand in front of the mirror, take a few breaths, a couple of deep breaths. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling out the mouth, then return to the nice steady breathing. As you're looking at yourself in the mirror, at your reflection, just look at yourself. Allow your mind to go, allow the thoughts to float and float away. If you need to count the breath, 1 in, 2 out, 3 in, 4 out, and then 4 in, 3 out, 2 in, 1 out. To help clear your mind or still your mind, you can do that. But stare at yourself in the mirror. Stare at yourself in the mirror for a while to just observe you, just to see you, to see you. And after a few moments has passed, I then want you to then see you through your reflection. See yourself through your reflection, right? So the energy is coming back to you. So you're seeing yourself in all the loving and all the ways you want to see yourself, whatever comes up for you, however it comes up. And then reverse that as if the reflection is looking back at you. So now your reflection is looking back at you. So you looking at you, for a few moments. And then the reflection, the mirror, is now looking back at you. So it's returning that energy back to you, right? So that's part one. That's part one. Do that for a little while, see how that feels. And then if you have flowers at home, if you have an altar, if you just have flowers at home, or if you go out in nature, I want you to do that same thing in nature. I want you to look at a flower, a rose or sunflower or water if you got water, or a tree. It's simple, a tree. Just look at the tree, observe the tree. Send that energy of love and appreciation for Mother Earth at the tree. And after a while, I want you to then envision or see yourself from the tree. See you as the tree looking back at you. So your attention, your vision is going to the tree. You're seeing the tree, you're seeing the tree, you're seeing the tree. And after a while, you'll be the tree. The tree will be seeing you. So you'll be seeing yourself again from the tree, right? It's interconnected. You're passing this energy back and forth. If you can't do that, get a partner or a friend. You can have a loved one, romantic partner, intimate partner, a homeboy, homegirl, sister, white tribe, whatever, whoever it is. Do that with them. Do that with them. So you guys will sit in front of each other and you will look at one another. You will observe one another. Allow the thoughts to go through. Just simply observe them. And send this energy, wherever it comes up, with appreciation or frustration, whatever it is, allow it to flow and allow it to come, right? And you will look at them for a while. And set a little timer, if you with a partner or something, maybe a minute or so. And after that minute is up, then you will see yourself from their eyes. And your partner will do the same. I want y'all to try that. Tell me how that works for you guys. How you feel with that? That is it. I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of the week. Do some things for this spring equinox tonight, tomorrow, something. Doesn't have to be extravagant. Do what you're called to do, what you're led to do. Smile, laugh, dance, all the time. You know, if you need help with that, find someone that helps out with that. Remember, if things get a little tough, a little rough, remember to take time to breathe, ground, center, and repeat. And if things get a little bit too hectic, allow yourself to allow someone else to be your anchor until you can get your footing And then you breathe, ground, center, and repeat again. Okay? I am going back out there. I'll be putting my website back online more often. I am getting back out to be of service to the world again. So I took my stillness time to be still and do some clearing and whatnot, and increase my energy for this work, for this mission. And I'm back up and running. I got a distance session this Friday. So we're going to get to it. Hey, Miss Rhonda. Yes. KaBaTuVillage.com. I'll post the links and all that. Also, check out my YouTube channel. You got old live messages. I'll be putting up more things on there. I'll also post the link on my page here pretty soon again. Also, Mindful Reminders apparel, shirts and t-shirts. I got some new things up. All these things I'm putting back out here. That's it. Brothers, kings, I appreciate you. I need you, and I love you exactly where you are. Sisters, queens, I appreciate you. I need you, and I love you exactly where you are. Not because I want anything from you, not because I need anything from you, not because there's anything you have to do to earn it. Simply because I appreciate the present that is your presence. I appreciate, and I love, and I accept the present that is your presence. However you choose to show up in that present is accepted. Not judged, not conditional, not restricted. I accept that's just what you are in this moment. Again, acceptance doesn't mean that I have to swim in that pool. I just don't need you changing for nobody but yourself. If you're okay with it, I'm okay with it. I just don't have to participate in it, and neither do you. I love you. I love you. And the love I have for you is the love that I have for myself. That I fill me up so much that I overflow, and you guys get to sit up on the waterfall of me. So, bask in it. And there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do to stop my love. The love I have for you. Now, the measure in which you're able to hold it, the capacity, determined by you. But the love is always there. Have a beautiful day. Love y'all. Good night.